Focus, 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 focus. Namho Himalaya, everyone. Good morning. You guys, good morning. Today is Monday, July 1st. July 1st. It is 10:17 in the morning. I look crazy. That's okay. Like, at this point, it really doesn't matter. But I just thought to come on and record this experience. I don't know why, because I mean, I don't know how much I can say today right now. My battery, I hope my battery is okay, and all the settings on this camera. I'm using my camera for the first time. And yeah, so July 1st, 2024, and as you guys know, I live in the Caribbean, and we are currently experiencing our first hurricane for the season, the hurricane season, Hurricane Beryl. And I don't know if you guys can hear, oh gosh, I needed to focus. I don't know if you guys can hear like all the stuff happening in the background, but I'll try to show you a glimpse of what it is. But yeah, Beryl is a Category 4 hurricane, and I've never experienced a Category 4 hurricane. I've experienced, like, I don't even know, it was like a 1, 2 maybe back home, but not to the extent where the impact is so severe, you know what I mean? Like, we've always been so fortunate that the any storm that passes us, it's like, because of where we're situated on the map, like it just kind of skirts over us a little bit, you know what I mean? But I'm currently sitting on my yoga mat. I sit on my yoga mat, and I just, like, there's this sense of like calmness and peace that I'm experiencing right now that it doesn't even make sense. It makes absolutely no sense. And I'm looking at my camera, and I'm also looking to see what how many minutes I've been recording. I don't even know. Okay, there it is, 2-3 minutes. All right, so yeah, I've been sitting on my mat, and I like wanted to go ahead and journal like my thoughts in this moment and do some reading that I have to get done. And I thought that this was a perfect time to do that because, right, we're in the middle of a hurricane and there's nothing to do. We lost power yesterday evening, so there's no power. And quickly after that, we lost phone service. So there's no phone service, there's no power. We do have water, which is great. But like it's so, and I feel myself getting emotional right now because like there's so many thoughts going on in my mind about this experience. And as I'm sitting here, I'm looking outside and all I'm seeing are trees just like they're being tossed hither, thither, and yon, right? Like they're going, I can see branches flying. I can see just everything that is associated with a hurricane, a storm, bad weather is what's happening right now. And I started to think, and in my mind, literally, like there were these thoughts that popped into my head, and I wrote them down on I wrote them down on this piece of paper here, about what does a storm really signify, and how does that translate to our lives personally, individually, right? And I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, there are some storms that you really just have to go through by yourself. Sorry guys, like I'm hearing everything just being tossed all over. There's some storms that you literally have to go through alone, and I'm here on this island. I'm on the island of Canawan. It's one of the Grenadine Islands in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and it's very, very tiny. It's like 3.5 square miles big. And yeah, and so I'm here all by myself, no family. It's just my workmates, just my colleagues, and they're in their own little spaces as well. And I'm literally passing this storm alone. And so when I looked at the trees, and I thought, okay, so as I'm watching these trees blow in the wind, and they're being so resilient to the wind, like the winds are insane. And looking outside, like it doesn't look like it's so strong on the as I'm looking outside at the winds. I don't know if you guys can see. Let me see if if you guys can like really see how crazy. Let me just get closer so you guys can see what's happening. It doesn't look super crazy. I don't know if the camera is picking it up properly or what, but like it's really bad outside. Like it's really bad. Like I can hear the rooftops being like you can hear things coming apart, right? Tree branches are falling, which is normal, and there's water everywhere. and yeah, so that's the experience this going on right now. And so I wrote down my thoughts about the wind, the rains, and the storm, and like the trees. How is a tree feeling in this moment? Like it's being tossed all over the place, right? And so I wrote, the tree shows resilience from the foundation, like the roots. Firstly, the roots are strong, the foundation is set, right? And there are branches and leaves that are also strong. And why is that? Because the roots are strong. The foundation of these trees are strong. And for us, it's like when we are strong from our roots, right? We're strong from our roots, then we can withstand anything. And that stems to setting boundaries for ourselves, for other people. It's about being sure, clear about where you are, who you are, where you want to go, what you want to do. And when you're sure and clear of who you are, then it makes any storm that comes, it makes it easy to get through, right? Yeah, it's going to be that uncomfortable little pieces in between, but it is, you're strong, you're firm, and you know that you're gonna get through that because that foundation has already been set for you, right? So even if you're tossed and thrown out all over the place, it doesn't matter. You know that you're gonna get through it. When the storm is done, when the storm is over, like you just clean up and you go again, right? And so then I also noted that losing leaves, the tree loses leaves. And how does that translate to our own lives? Yo, it's so, when you hear noises and you don't know what it is, it makes it even more crazy because you're like, oh my God, like what's happening? But yeah, let's continue. We're at 9 minutes and I don't want to make this too long. But yeah, so we're losing the leaves that are coming off these trees in these really super strong winds. So you guys can see that there's still lots of leaves on these trees, right? they're being thrown all over the place. You can probably see there's some branches that are on the ground, whatever. But the trees that are being lost are not contributing to the life of the tree. And so for us in our lives, like I feel like when we oh my god, girl. Oh, if anybody knows me knows that this, guys, can you see it? Oh my god, there's a freaking centipede. I don't like them, they don't like me, and oh my god. Yo, the storm brings everything. It shows up, it brings things out, and that's a lesson. That's a lesson. In the storm, things show up in your life that you may not necessarily be ready to face. Fears, like things that you are unhappy about, triggers, things like that. That centipede, focus. That centipede just represented that for me in this middle of this storm. That's crazy. Whew, my heart. Can you imagine? A centipede just did more to me than a wind that's growing outside like that. Oh my god. Anyway, let's go. So yeah, so the trees coming off the branches, when you're losing those leaves, it's like, have those leaves been contributing to the life of the tree, right? Have those leaves been serving a purpose for the sturdiness, the resilience, the growth of that tree? And maybe the leaves have been, maybe they were not. Those that might have been, in our lives, it translates for me, it represents the people who they may seem to be good for you, or but they can't go where you're going next. And so because they're not going where you're going next, you had to leave them, right? They had to go and be on their own journey, right? But then if they're not contributing, then they still need to go and go about their way so that you can grow and be more strong and flourish as yourself, right? So that was the leaves and the lesson for the leaves. Or maybe the leaves themselves weren't strong enough themselves to hold on or to stay the course of what's happening outside, right? And for us, it's like maybe there are people who don't necessarily think that they're strong enough to hold on, to stay that extra in our lives. Or if there's a goal that they're trying to achieve, like, they don't want to dig that much deeper, to wait, to have the patience to just hang on a little bit. Yeah, and so that's the lesson for the trees for me. What else did I write? Right, and also I also noted that maybe the tree itself did not have enough strength itself to hold on to those trees, those branches, those things, because it needed to nurture its own self. And sometimes it's like, when I think deeply about it, what comes to mind for me is when somebody's drowning. If you're drowning, then you see, so you're drowning, somebody's drowning and they need help, right? And you jump in to help them, but in their struggling, you become not strong enough to help them because they're gonna bring you down, right? So you have to save whatever strength. This might not be the best analogy. Sorry guys, I'm hearing noises upstairs, and I hope that my neighbors took their patio furniture inside, because that's what it sounds like to me. It sounds like it's furniture that's being thrown away and thrown about, and there shouldn't be. Anyway, Yeah, but right, so the tree may not be strong enough itself to yeah, that sounds like there's furniture outside, and that's crazy. But anyway, the tree may not be strong enough to support those leaves. The tree may need more growing, may have more growing to do, more feeding into the branches. Oh my god, guys. Oh my god. Like, it literally, like on camera, it doesn't look as wild as it is. And you guys can't hear what I'm hearing. Oh my god. There's this one tree right here. Can you see that? This little one right here. Right here. That tree has been... So part of the stump is missing, right? So the tree was cut down, and like there's this big piece of the trunk that's there. Nothing is growing out of it. Nothing. But just that one little shrubby part from the thing, that has been just chilling, living its best life throughout. So like since this morning, since the wind started to pick up, like it is. Oh my goodness. But yeah. So that's like, those are my thoughts as I go through this storm by myself. And like my big lesson that I noted was that sometimes you have to go through the storm alone, for then you see your true power, you see your strength, you see your peace, your calm. You see yourself in a way that you might not have necessarily seen yourself before. And there's a sense of assurance that only you can bring to yourself, that everything will be okay in the end, right? And I'm sure more thoughts will come to me, and more like profound things will show up for me as I go through this experience today. We don't know how long it's gonna last because we don't have any power there. We are unable to, like, you know, stay up with what's happening, all the updates and so on. So we're literally functioning cluelessly. We're blind. We don't know what is going on. And sometimes this is life, right? We don't know what's at the end, on the other side. We don't know what we don't know. We don't know that if we take that one more step, that behind that door is this beautiful, beautiful life. We don't know, and we just have to remain strong-willed, remain sturdy, make sure that our foundations are set and our boundaries are in place, and that we're showing up for ourselves, and there's power and strength in that, right? And so as I go through this storm, this hurricane, July 1st, 2024 is definitely a time. I just want to encourage everybody to just sit with yourself for at least maybe 10 minutes a day and just reflect. Give grace to yourself, show gratitude to yourself, and I just remembered the centipede. Oh my god. And it's a big ass one too. Like there's water coming through my door, like I don't know. But yeah, guys, it's really bad outside. My prayers go out to everyone on the island, in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, in Barbados, my friends, my family, who are currently experiencing the exact same thing that I am right now. My love and prayers to everybody, and yeah, y'all. The storm. Maybe I'll come record a video after it's done to, you know, so we see what storms can bring. Focus. But if I don't, guys, like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys very, very soon. Namho Himalaya.